What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope that you're doing fabulous, darling. I am doing well. It's time for another love and hip-hop review. Make sure to go ahead and thumbs up this video. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And follow your girl on all my social media at Miss TP90. I have a question of this video down below in the comment section. Get your comment in, at people, tag them, whatever you have to do. Even hit me up on Instagram, Twitter. I need to re-up on graphic tees, crew necks, sweatshirts. I just need to re-up. So what I need you all to do is let me know, who do I need to check out. I don't mind checking out people on Instagram. You know, everybody got an online store now. That's no shade. That's truth. Everybody got an online store, and I think it's amazing. So I need to be put on to some more people. If you have a store, whatever, hit me up. I'm looking. It's time for me to re-up. Yeah, like I said, hit me up. Let me know. Yeah, let's get back to this review. Let's go ahead and get into it. Honey, this episode was good. Shit. So we're back in St. Martin and everybody hype, and we start off with Jacquay and Raw Safari. They on the little I want to do those look so cute. They talk about Anais, and basically Jacquay said that Anais was flirting. Now at one point I would be looking at Jacquay like, she wouldn't flirt with you, but then I'm thinking, who are we talking about? Anais. Of course she flirting. You know, there's some people in the world, and Anais is in this category, who just always flirt. They can't help it. It's just something in their body. I don't know what it is, but the minute he said Anais, I said, yeah, she did it. Safari's like, Bree gonna be on the remix. Mariah Lynch. Jacquay was like, whoa, 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 my boo-boo Cayenne, she don't do well with Bree. And I'm like, Cayenne ain't gonna be on the remix. I'm confused. What she got to do with the price of eggs? Safari like, stretch. Okay, let's talk about my love life for a little bit. You know, I kind of like Juju. And I sit here like, I just, honest to God, I know opposites attract, but I really can't see them together. Like, I don't know. I don't see that. I'd have to, even when they're out as friends and they kikiing, I just don't see them together. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. Remy is shooting Wake Me Up. I love that song. I don't know what it is about it, but maybe it's it's the instrumental. Every time it come on, I'll be diddy bopping, but then I'm like, no, this isn't the song. This is the Remy one. But okay, it'll do. Her new album is called 7 Winters and 6 Summers. And I was like, why the hell did she name it that? But then I had to think about it. Child, she was in jail and stuff. Okay, got it. Clever. Bree and Jacquay are meeting up because, you know, they thick as thieves. They like graham crackers and peanut butter. They like peanut butter and jello. They're like waffles and syrup. Oh, that's real close. Yeah, you can't add no waffles with no syrup on it. That's super, super close. But anyway, they close. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I just want to let you know that Cayenne, I don't know if you know Cayenne. She's like, spicy Cayenne? I know Cayenne. They're acting like it's a new sauce on the menu. Either way, they've been beefing over Hold the Press Instagram. I'm like, damn it, Gina. And out of nowhere, here comes Cayenne. I was like, where did you come from? Jacquay invited her. I said, ding, ding, ding. Cayenne was like, yo, where you know me from? And she was like, Instagram. And then Bree was like, look, I'm not here to answer none of your questions. And I was sitting there like, Cayenne, well, honestly, when Cayenne was like, why you here though? And I was like, well, Jacquay invited her. She thought that they were just gonna have dinner and bounce. So technically that wasn't a good follow-up question. Then Cayenne was like, why you posting about me? And VH1, they're so messy. They might be even messier than Bravo because they snatched the Instagram stories of Bree talking about Cayenne. And before I was gonna be like, Bree wouldn't, I don't know, I don't follow Bree nor Cayenne. But I was like, I don't think Bree would do that. Child, VH1 had the receipts and she was talking about Cayenne in multiple stories. I was like, oh no. Cayenne was like, yo, put that on your grandmother. And Bree was like, I put it on my I put it on everything that I love. My grandmother. This one I was like, Cayenne, no. She was like, well, go ahead and buy the flowers because she about to die. I was like, no. Cayenne, we were rooting for you. And you pull these stunts. Not the grandmother card. Whenever you're fighting with someone, you never pull the family card. You don't do that. You never talk about nobody's mother, nobody's father. You don't do it. Just don't do it. Those are fighting words. And next thing we knew, Bree picked up, it's like me picking up this desk. It's not humanly possible unless you are really talking about my family. I will pick up this bitch and throw this shit across the room. You hear me? There are certain things you do not do. There's certain buttons that you don't push and people will pop off. They will come up with some superhuman Justice League type of strength that you don't even know about. That's some Black Panther type of strength. When she picked up that desk, I said, oh my God. Even Cayenne was like, what the hell? Like, it was just crazy. crazy. Even the security didn't know what the hell to do. It was a lot. But I'm sitting here looking at Cayenne like, cha, Bree's grandma is sick. You don't talk about people. First of all, you don't talk about people's family. Second of all, you don't talk about the elderly. And third of all, you don't talk about people's family who are dying or who are sick. You don't do that. Cayenne, no. We were rooting for you, but you have permanent points that have been deducted. They start arguing back and forth. Security's holding them. Jacquay is like, stop, no. And I'm sitting here looking at Jacquay like, this is also your fault, sir, for bringing them two together. You know something's gonna pop off. No, for you. He was like, look, this is too much, and he left. I was like, oh, actually, he didn't leave. He just walked off a little bit. Cayenne was like, I know you're not leaving. I know you. He was like, I'm gone. And I kind of understand Jacquay leaving the situation because it was a bit much, especially when Cayenne was acting like the Tasmanian devil. I was like, ma'am, no, you were not running in that beautiful sand to go get Bree. Oh, I can't believe it. You know what? Cayenne should actually start playing for the women's little football league situation that they have, because she was running, child. You pass her the ball, she would go. But either way, Cayenne, no. Actually, I'm not supporting your dreams in that either. No. Rich Slobbers and Mama Slobbers, they meet up so that they can talk. Damn, Rich had a seizure because his blood sugar was super low. And he's at dinner and child, he fall out and have a seizure. You know what? Your health is so important. I know I joke with y'all all the time, but being that I have my own health issues going on, it's very important that you put your health first. Your health is your first priority. And I think, you know what? I'm the type of person, I don't like everybody in my business, but I think it's very important to let people know what the hell is going on with you. So if you're having an episode or you're not feeling good, people know exactly what to do. So if you do pass out, they're not sitting here like, I ain't know he had diabetes. You don't have to tell them all of your medical record history, but you at least need to sprinkle it here and there. I think it's so important because a lot of people are walking around here and they're time bombs and you don't even know it. Okay, I will agree with Rich. Listening to your body is not easy because you don't know what the hell your body is doing, but over time, it becomes doable. Even for me, it's difficult because every day is different for me, but I know different signs. I know what to look forward to. I know I'm fatigued all the time. So I have to realize, okay, is this me just tired from work or am I fatigued for some other reason? So you have to listen to your body over time. And I don't know when this was recorded, but I definitely hope, I always be picking at Rich Slobbers, but I really hope that he has gotten this under control because, honey, diabetes will take you out of here. A lot of these diseases will take you out of here and you don't even know it. They start talking about his dating life and she was like, because you haven't told me about that in a minute. And he was like, you know what you think I'm dating a married woman? She was like, Richard. I was, but that's not how it was presented. And Rich mama, it's something about mamas. They just know when you're bullshitting. And Rich mama was looking at him like, you on some bullshit. Look, you know what? I was deceived. And she was like, Richard, you were not deceived. Richard, you're not. You're a creep. But this is creep stuff right here. But you weren't deceived, Richard. Don't give me that. And honey, I agree with Mama Slobbers. You knew what you were getting into when Anais said, and I'm married. Married doesn't mean they just kicking it escape. No, they got papers. They got insurance policies. They have dependents. They got matching ranges. Like, they are married. They are together, honey. This ain't no game. How you talking about you was deceived? Child, bye. I can understand how Anais presented it, but as you kept falling deeper, Sonny, you could have got up out of there, homie. We're back to St. Martin. Cayenne goes to see Mariah Lynn with the money guy to tell her what had happened was with Bree. I was wondering when Cayenne was going to get to the rooty tooty of the story and tell what really had happened was. So finally, she was going all around the country. She was like, and then we saw her and we ordered appetizers. And then, she looking at the floor and Mariah like, and then I had said something about her grandmother. And I was like, wait, what? What you say? I said, give your grandmama kisses because she about to die. Mariah was like, hell no, I don't even like her and that's wrong. And for Mariah Lynn with the money gun to say that, you were wrong. We figured out that Jacquay didn't come back to the room after the little back and forwards with Cayenne and Bree. So, of course, Cayenne is tight about that. Shit, I would have been too. Even, you better bring your little ass back to this room. Looky. He comes to see her because he wants to talk about what had happened was. You can tell he really cares about Cayenne. So they start talking and he was like, look, what's wrong with you being the bigger person? Like, there's a certain point, if you want to move forward, that you're gonna have to be the bigger person. And you know what, I agree with that. You don't need people to run all over you, but at the same time, like, you're gonna be fighting people every day. You have to have some type of restraint just to hold yourself together and to keep your sanity. She apologizes and he's like, yeah, it's all good. And she was like, yo, where you sleep last night? And this is how I knew Jacquay was lying. He was like, yeah, I slept with my friend, we got together, and then but I got some good rest. What? They are super cute together. I enjoy how they interact. You can tell they have fun, but at the same time, I'm sitting here like, I don't know. Life would be so much easier if people would quit lying. I just think that's very, very important. I can't stand a lie. I can't. It's the last night in St. Martin, and Yandy is hosting a little dinner for everybody. Everybody is invited except for Cayenne, because and she wasn't present at first. We figured out that she was with Jacquay the night before. I was like, how the hell did that happen? What? Huh? We didn't do nothing but hookah, and we was just chilling, and I was like, okay. I don't believe it, but okay. Here comes Anais right on cue. Anais, she's still mad at Yandy but here's the thing that I was looking at Anais for. I was like, so wait, you thought that you were coming to St. Martin to party instead of getting everything together for the victims and giving back. Where was the miscommunication? I'm a little confused. Everybody was looking like, no. And then they all start arguing. And then I'm just like, Juju, like, what are we doing? This is the last night in St. Martin in this beautiful place. Why are y'all acting silly? We did what we had to do. It's time to go. And now we got to go back to New York and y'all still arguing? What in the pure hell? Of course, Anais does what she always does. When she does not get her way, she storms out. She doesn't want to talk about it. I feel like all of y'all ganging up on me. I gotta good. I was like, bye, girl. Bye. Up. Here comes Mariah Lynn with the money gun. Ooh, sometimes it's tough to do the money gun because it's a little scratchy. Her and Brie go back and forth. I was over that. And then they get on mamas. And I was even looking at Mariah Lynn like, why are you talking about a mama? But then I had to think about it. She was actually comparing her mother to Brie's mom, and how they're both doing better and how they should be focused on that as opposed to a quote-unquote beef. And then I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But I can also understand how Brie kind of popped off, because in the heat of the moment, when you hear somebody talking about your mama, you're not even thinking about the context that they're talking about it in. So I can totally understand. That's why I told y'all, keep people's mamas out of it. Brie ends up apologizing, and she's like, yo, I'm real sensitive. So when I heard you talking about like my mother, I was like, nah, we not gonna do that. But I mean, I get it. I understand. I mean, I guess we cool. And Mariah Lynn was like, you know what? From this time forward, I was like, okay, we're not gonna have no beef when we get back. I was like, I believe it when I see it. And there was no hug or nothing like that. There wasn't even a close proximity of air that they were breathing together. So I was like, no, the beef isn't squashed. I don't see it just yet. Back in New York, it's time for a creep squad hookah meeting. Safari's big ass mouth spilled the beans about Jacquay and Anais. VH1 is so messy because they only showed the back of Rich when it went to the commercial, like he was gonna fight Jacquay, but he actually ended up hugging him and saying, I taught you right. I was like, yep, this is the official creep squad. And after everybody started laughing, they were like, oh look, you ain't tell Cayenne about this, did you? And Jacquay was like, no. And then they were all like, oh, you in trouble, girl. Mariah Lynn and Remy meet up, and Mariah ended up telling Remy, you know, you're gonna be so proud of me because squash the beef with Brie. And Remy was like, you know what? I mean, that's nice and everything, but I gotta believe it when I see it. And I was like, boom, you can't pull the wool over Remy's eye. Creep squad boot camp. Self got a pot belly. You know, Rich got the sugars. They gotta keep everything together. Jacquay is like, yo, y'all can go ahead and run. Cayenne, I'm gonna meet her at the fountain. I gotta tell her what happened. I was like, he was like, hey. And he was like, hey, what's up? I wanna tell you something. I was like, oh, that is the worst way to open something up. I gotta talk to you. I wanna tell you something. That's the worst thing you can tell somebody. He was like, so you remember, in St. Martin when, I didn't come to the room or whatever, Anais and I, we were in the same room, and she was like, and we were like in the same bed laid up. I was like, no, Jacquay, oh my God, you were. Thank you for being honest, but I'm laughing because he was like, before we laid up, she showed me her pussy. I was like, wait, 1 second. First of all, then he proceeded to say, I curved it and we just chilled the rest of the evening. So somebody show you they box and you like, nah, I don't want the box. But I mean, we can chill and talk though. What? No, ma'am. What? Cayenne said, I'm not doing this. Gotta go. She up and left. And child, I would have done the same thing. Somebody telling me that's supposed to be my man, that when we got into our little situation, you left and went into another chick's room to sit up and smoke on the hookah, and she show you her box. You say no thank you to the box, and y'all just proceeded to lay. You didn't say no, they want to see your box, I got to go. You proceed to lay on in the bed and snuggle and cuddle and chocolate and talk. Absolutely not. No. No, I ain't got time for that. That is too much. Jacquay, we were rooting for you. Absolutely not. Yo, allow me to fix this. She was like, nah. The peanut gallery is sitting up here messing it up, looking like knockoff Power Rangers. I was done. They blowing the cover. Cayenne is thinking that it's a joke. I was like, oh my God. It was too much. And he was really trying. He was really trying to get to her and tell her, look, listen to me. I'm sorry. I want this to work. And she was like, you did this. You gonna have to fix it. And you know what? I really don't blame her, because I understand you being honest and you put it all out on the table talking about I didn't smash, but she showed me a box. I don't know. The situation itself was just like, absolutely no. Jacquay, child, you know better. Stretch. You know what? Being that she has a touching spirit, she did mush him in the head, but child, I was shocked that security didn't have to hold her. I said, Lord, she really cares about old boy, because she did not dislocate his jaw. Oh my God, down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what did you think about this episode? What are you thinking about Cayenne and Jacquay? Do you think the beef was real with Mariah Lynn and Bree? What do you think about the St. Maarten trip in a whole? Let's talk about it down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm picking back up with the shout outs next week, so make sure you comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.